Hello and welcome, Fish here with a very quick DCS video. This video we're going to look at refueling the F18 from a C-130 over the north coast of Cyprus in the Syria map. And we can see the mission is set up to intercept in the air, and if we select the tanker, there's a couple of things we have to do just to set up the tanker. First one we look at is, and by default the frequency is set to 251. So we need to know that, and it's a good idea to take that and to put it into the mission briefing. We're also going to need to set up some waypoint actions to make the tanker, make the aircraft a tanker, and we can give it a TACAN number, although we don't need that. We got visual on the tanker the way we set up the mission, but by and large you won't necessarily have that. So I'm going to do this. Once again, we've selected the aircraft. You can see it's a KC-130 and it's in ACE mode. And if you come down to the advanced waypoint action below, if you don't see it there, you click on the advanced waypoint actions button, and we're going to add. And you can see we're given the option to perform a task, and we're going to do that. And currently there's no task set there. And we can see there are a number of tasks available for the C-130. These are not always available for every aircraft we choose. So we're going to select refueling and as the option there, and that sets that tanker as a refueling tanker. We're going to add another task, and we're going to select a command in this occasion, and then we're going to go down and we're going to set the command to activate TACAN. And if we come down here, we're going to set the TACAN, and we're going to set the TACAN number as 29. X-ray 29. And the tanker is given that name by default, but we could change it to something else if we wish. We don't need to select this, although we can do it because we are Arial 31. And we are good. Now, what I've done is I've added an additional task to make sure after that task 2 that we remain refueling, although this is probably unnecessary. Set it to refueling again. So we're good to go with the tanker, and if we look at the briefing, I've added in the details of the tanker to say it's 29 Yankee and the frequency is 251. The frequency is really important because you'll never get to connect with the tanker unless you can communicate with it. So we're now ready to get into the aircraft and fly the very quick mission. Okay, we're in the pit now, and we've got the C-130 out in front of us. And we're just going to configure a few avionics bits in order to be able to intercept the tanker. So I'm going to set our TACAN so that we can see it on our HSI screen. I'll switch off our map mode, and we're zoomed out to the smallest scale of 5 miles. So we're going to switch TACAN on here, and we're going to X-ray is selected, and we're going to switch it on and select 29 and press enter, and we're going to choose TACAN as our intercept point, and we can see it out in front of us. So that allows you to navigate to the tanker if you're at a distance where you can't see it. And now we're going to set up our comm so we can talk to it, and I'm going to set it up on our radio 2 251. Decimal 00, enter, and we're set to talk to the tanker. So I'm going to talk to him now.
Texaco 1-1, Springfield 1-1, request rejoin.
Okay, we've got no visibility, so we need to be just careful we don't lose him. Okay, so he's still there in front of us. So 7,300 is what our intercept is. And we're going 350 now at the moment, so we're going to pull back our throttle and slow down. While we're doing that, I'm going to switch off our comms so I can see my mouse, and I'm going to put our radar into standby and switch off our lights. And now I'm going to push into pre-contact position. Now, connecting to the basket is much easier in my opinion than connecting to the boom, because you as a pilot have good visibility of where your contact is, and you have full control over your movement. And there's a reasonable amount of lateral movement you can do and still be connected. So we're ready now to pre-contact. We're in a steady position here.
Ready, pre-contact. Cleared contact.
And we're going to open our fuel nozzle. So I'm concentrating on flying the outside nacelle there, or level with it, rather than flying the basket. And we'll see when we get close to the basket, then it's a small adjustment in to meet the basket. We'll try and keep it steady at this stage. There's always small movements going to be done. And note that the spool up time on the engine on the F18 is slow, so you need to just anticipate that.
Break away, break away, break away.
So you'll get that sign, you'll get that warning from time to time, and you can kind of ignore it if you're not going too fast. Once you can adjust and slow down when you get there. Now, I like to keep the green light on the nacelle there, which tells me I'm in a good position, connected to a good position. I like to keep that in my field of view so I can see it. Now, if you push in too much, if you climb the hose and you push in too much into that, I'm just going to dumb down my HUD a little bit. And you climb in too much into that. Oh, I've started to rock a little bit. Need to be careful. Okay, I lost contact for a second there. So if we climb in too much onto that hose, you'll see that light will go off. So that tells you you've gone in too far. But you can generally climb up. There it is. I'm going to pull back a little bit and dropped off. And also, before you disconnect from the hose, if you've gone out too far, the green light will go off first, but you don't get much time, and you're disconnected at that stage. So they're a good indication. And when it starts flashing, you'll see is the time when we've actually taken on our full quantity of fuel. Now, I do like the boom there. This type of refueling is present in all French aircrafts, and it's also in the Harrier 88B. So it's a naval procedure. And our cloud has cleared now nicely, and we have good visibility of northern Cyprus. Just need to settle down again under that nacelle. 10,003, we're getting close to full. That's flashing now.
Transfer complete.
Okay, now we can pull in our nozzle. And we are done. So I'm just going to pass out the tanker there. Going to go onto the starboard side here and push up a little bit to say thank you to our tanker crew. And we are away to our mission. So I hope you found this very short video useful, interesting, and feel free to dislike, comment and subscribe, and until the next time, this is Fish Out.